illusion or phenomenon or freak. See, he is giving now examples of that thing. Illusion or phenomenon or freak. And the paradox of creative thought. Well, it could be a creative thought has brought you somewhere. How is a paradox? So he has given now examples. What are the things he has talked about? Existence and accident, an illusion, a phenomenon, a freak, a paradox, which moves between unreal opposites, inanimate force struggling to feel and know matter that chance to read itself by mind. Your mind will think that mind has chance to read matter. In conscience, monstrously engendering soul. Well, that is the interpretation of mind. If this were all, if you are not going to see the entire distance from matter to the self, and if you are standing only at this point, at the ephemeral mind, creature's mind, then either it will be an illusion or a freak or a chance, an accident, etc., etc. He has given a whole description of the whole thing, you see, completely. In conscience, monstrosly engendering soul. All at times, all looks unreal and remote. Naturally, to this mind, everything looks unreal, illusionary, unreal and remote. We seem to live in a fiction of our thought. Yeah, it is only the imagination, a fiction, a creation of your ideas, thought. Pieced from sensations, fanciful traveler's tale, are cut on the film of the recording brain, a figment of circumstance in cosmic sleep. So this brain is a screen, a film, and on that there is this figment of circumstance, cosmic sleep. He has given that thing. Well, this is the image of the new image will be the cyber image, the virtual image, digital image, you see. Instead of calling a film of the recording brain, you would say cyber image, virtual image. The somnambulist walking under the moon, also walking under the moon, an image of ego traced through an ignorant dream, counting the moments of a spectral time, of varying time, various states, various moods, various dimensions of time. An image of ego traced through an ignorant dream. What does it mean? An image. See, the line will scan, and I will scan the first photo. An image as an amphibrach, short, long, short. An image of ego. Again, an amphibrach. Of ego. Amphibrach. Traced through. Trachea. An egg. I am. Runt, egg, runt, dream, anapist. It's a very complex structure that way. You have got amphibrach, you have got trachea, you have got an AM, and then an anapist. You see. You have got 13 syllables, you see, in the whole line, you see. So you have to accommodate them all, you see. An image of ego traced through an egg, the runt dream. That is how we'll scan this line. Counting the moments of a spectral time in a false perspective of effect and cause. Well, you try to rationalize it, cause and effect, try to relate them, but it's a false perspective because of your mind's capacity. Trusting to a spacious prospect of world's fame, it drifts spacious, deceptive. It drifts incessantly from scene to scene, whither it knows not, to what fabulous world. So, well, this mind, if it is all, will not be able to know, because you don't have a perspective from matter to self. and you are standing at this place, and you are trying to then rationalize, imagine, understand, logicize the whole thing. This is the kind of a picture you will get here. See, whither he knows not, to what fabulous world, all here is dream or doubtfully exist. But who the dreamer is, and whence he looks, is still unknown, or only a shadowy guess. Or the world is real, but ourselves too small. Well, that sounds to be logical. See, either it's a dream. The world is really real, but we are too small to understand the reality of this world. Insufficient for the mightiness of our stage. Our understanding is insufficient for this purpose. A thin life curve crossing the Titan. So this is only a small little curve. You are standing here at Styria, it's a small life curve only that you are seeing here. See, a thin life curve crosses the Titan world of the orbit of a soulless universe, and in the belly of this fast rolling man, a mind looks out from a small casual globe and wonders what itself and all things are. Well, he has kind of summarized that we are standing at this point here in the entire passage from matter to self, and wondering what is self and all things are. And yet, to some intern subjective side, intern confined, put intern means your movements are restricted. Intern subjective side, inner side, that strangely has found matter sightless stuff. That sight has found matter sightless stuff. A pointage minute of little self takes figure as world beings conscious base. Pointage, that is Shivandu's coinage. That word is Shivandu's coinage, you see. Pointage. But actually, it has the reference, it has definitely an allusion, echo to what the Impressionists did during that time. Used to put small points, a number of points of that. And the impact of those points to our eyes will be something becoming bright at once. Is it true? That is the Impressionist art. You will put dot of various colors and all that thing. The eye is not able to blend them, but when you see the whole thing, suddenly it becomes bright and livable. Point is, you see, minute of little cell. So all this is small parts of the, what an image he has put, you see. And his points, pointage, that's the French word, you see, basically. Impressionist art.
Lequel? Pointillard?
Pointillard.
Yeah, point is, the root word, point is, this Japanese coinage, root word, pointillism, pointillism. The root word is pointillism, has reference to the French Impressionist painters. A luminous effect is produced by crowding a surface with small spots of various colors, blended by the eye. It is subjective, internalized sight, subjective, internalized sight that produces this luminous effect. See, I don't know whether the painters understood that way. They are putting dot, they have found out discovery. It is the kind of a trick they have played with the eye. The persistence of vision of the eye blends all the colors in such a way that suddenly it becomes. I don't know whether they had realized it by something else, but then they discovered it. Definitely they discovered it. By putting the points, it becomes suddenly bright. Now, in what way is that makes the art really more beautiful, more...
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's a very interesting technique, but complicated.
I mean, is it only kind of a cleverness, or is only kind of a cleverness, a craftsmanship, or there is something something different, something deeper, something more perceptive? Yeah, but then it means that they have discovered a technique, they have discovered not the inspiration behind it.
It's a very technical. Yes.
How did they arrive at it?
Well, let's just try out things.
Well, you have got an art and then you have produced something.
So you can do like this, or you can
But then it means that it has not come to you as an inspiration. You have, by your association with the technique, introduced that feature.
Yeah, also they use primary colors, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, and in order to bring a general impression when you.
Yeah. But then it has not come from inspiration. It is the richness of technique which has been enhanced. It is the richness. You see. They introduce a new technique, I can understand.
But it must be inspired because
Inspiration will bring something different.
It's not easy to do this because when
Here-
you are near and you put this, you cannot know what you can see from.
Yeah, but then it means that you have learned a trick. You have learned a trick. To produce that effect, you have learned a trick.
Creation of new technology.
So the idea is
to make it online and you fill it up with little dots.
bring something.
Pretty boring.
Learning a trick is all right. I understand its importance also. But I mean, whether there was some kind of a inspirational force driving them towards it, that is what I am looking for. And I doubt that. And I doubt that. Whether there was some inspirational force, we draw them towards that, you see. That strangely has formed in matter sightless stuff. Strangely. So they had discovered by strangely, you see. A pointish minute of little self takes figure as world being conscious base. Well, I think we will continue next time. This one, you see. It's a rich image also, you see. Rich image also, you see.